Welcome back. I'm Video Guy 316, also known as Doug. And today we're going to be talking about the chairman of the board. No, not Frank Sinatra, but Whitey Ford. Called up in June of 1950, his first card is the 51 Bowman. I wish I had a copy of it. My first card is the 53, which I think is a great card. I picked this up earlier this summer at a local card show, and I got it for a song and a dance. I really got a great deal on it, and I was very, very happy. At least I thought it was a great deal at the time. I think I paid like $140 for it. Here's the back. It's probably one of my favorite of his cards. Next, I have a 54 Bowman. This is a really, really rough example. I picked this up, I think it was an eBay purchase from Greg Morris Cards, if I'm remembering correctly. But the bid was pretty low. But I thought I didn't have one, and if for just a few dollars I could pay for it. And this is his 54 Tops. This is an eBay purchase last year, I think it was. But I was really happy to pick this card up, and I think it's a pretty good 4. I love the colors on the backs of the 54s. In long term, the 54 is a set that I would really like to kind of put together and collect. Next, we have his 55 Bowman. Now this one's a 2.5, but I haven't been able to see any surface issues or any visible creases in the card. So I think for a 2.5, it is very, very good. Now 55 is one of my favorite sets, and he's part of my Hall of Fame player run that I'm working on. Here's the back. Again, I haven't been able to find any surface issues or creases. So for 2.5, I'll take it at the price I paid for it. So coming up next, as soon as I get this centered, I'll grab his 57. Now the 57 set itself isn't really one of my favorites. But for this card, it's a little off center, but it's a 4. And I think it's a pretty good 4. It's just a little off center. But overall, clean card. The back is really good. I think this was an eBay purchase, if I'm remembering correctly. Though I don't remember exactly when. It might have been last year. But I'm pretty happy with it. And next is a card that I picked up in the early 90s. And one that I actually had Mr. Ford sign at a card show. Now back then, it was $10 for him to sign anything. And it was pretty controversial, I think, back then to have a card signed. But I didn't care. It's what I had. It was my only card of him at the time. And I presented it to him. Mr. Ford was as nice as could be, signed it, thanked me, and handed it back. And it's one of my favorite card show experiences. This is also a card that I'll never let go of. Just holds a good memory for me. Next we have his 1960s Topps. Now this is when he got his nickname, the chairman of the board, and I've had this card since I was a teenager. I don't remember what I had traded for it, but this is a fantastic card in raw condition, and one I'm considering getting graded just so I could have it slabbed. Here's the back on it. It's a card that is, again, in pretty good condition. It is just slightly off center. But there it is. Next we have his, I think, 1961 Post. Now this, I believe, was an eBay purchase. I mean, they're all hand cut, so they're all authentic. Next I have a 66. Now I've had this one since I was a teenager, and it is in such bad condition. It is creased like somebody ran over it. And I don't know what I don't know what I traded for this card, but hopefully it wasn't something good. And last I have the 2019 Panini Immaculate Collection. As you can see, it is numbered out of 49, and there's the back. This is my last card that I have, but his last playing days card is the 67 Topps, and I'll show that on screen here. Mr. Ford was elected to the Hall of Fame in '74, and he passed away in October of 2020. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.